So hey everybody, it's our midweek class, and as we're working through this idea of the catechism, we finished up the Apostles' Creed with the last lesson as we looked at Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But now we're going to get into stuff that kind of goes back to the Holy Spirit. And the next couple lessons are going to be on this thing called means of grace. Now, what does that even mean? Means of grace. So we're going to break it down into two parts. We're talking means of grace. Means is the method or the way you do something. So if I say, how do you turn your TV on? What is the answer? Do you get up, walk over and push the button? Or do you pick up the remote and point it and push the button? How you turn on the TV is the means for how you turn on the TV. How do you get a drink of water out of your refrigerator? Well, you usually take a cup and you put it in the water thing and you push it back, and water shoots out into your cup. That is the means or the way or the method you get water. Now, the other part of that statement is grace. Now, what is grace? Grace is God giving us His love even though we don't deserve it. Grace is God's blessings being showered upon us. And the main things we look at it with regards to grace is we are forgiven and we are made God's children once again. So when we're talking about means of grace, we are looking at the way or the method that God gives us forgiveness and makes us His children. So there's two main ways that God forgives us and makes us His children. And the biggest way, of course, is Jesus. But Jesus' love and forgiveness is given to us. The way that we receive it is through the work of the Holy Spirit in two specific things. The first is through His Word. Now, a few lessons ago, we talked about the Bible. That's the first way the Holy Spirit works in our lives so that we can grow in our knowledge of God and our knowledge of the forgiveness He gives us and our knowledge of what it means to be His children. The second thing that God gives us as this means of grace are called the sacraments. And the sacraments are physical things that we can touch or taste or smell, all that cool stuff that God's attached a promise to. And in future lessons, we're going to talk about those sacraments. And within our church body, we have two sacraments that we talk about mostly. And that is baptism and Holy Communion. But for now, we really want to focus on this idea of means of grace. How does God give us His grace? Hope you have a great lesson. Hope you have a great talk about this. I look forward to seeing you again face to face real soon. You have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.